Good afternoon, fellow compatriots, Biafrans. I am starting a series of talks on Biafra, and this particular one will be captioned Biafra 101. The series of lectures will continue. As you continue to ask questions about Biafra, we'll be able to provide answers. In your comments on this video, you should ask questions that are bothering you about Biafra. If you are a Biafran from the Republic of Biafra, declared on the 30th of May 1967. What is the historical antecedent of Biafra? Biafra, the Republic of Biafra is gotten from the word bit of, is gotten from the area bit of Biafra. The bit of Biafra is an area that covers from the estuary of River Nile down to the Gabon. Now, how did this name come about? Biafra is a Calabari name. It was given to that portion of the estuary of Santa Barbara and Saint Bartholomew, where we have the present Calabari. On the other side, on the western band of Santa Barbara, you have Adumama, you have Obioku. If you go a little bit, you have Odioma. Now, because of the turbulence, the tempest, the roughness of the sea, the waves, the arch waves, and the wind, the area was called Biaflo. It's descriptive. Biaflo means not properly cooked, raw, undone. When the Portuguese came, and as they inquire, as they ask for Kalabari people, they tell them Kalabari, they call them Kalabongo, they met people in Brass, they told them Barasni, and they said Brass. So when they met our fathers in that part of Kalabari, our fathers told them that this place, this area is called Biaflo. And at that time, since they could not pronounce it very well, they mispronounced it, Biafra. And for some time, the Calabar area, the new Calabar area, was referred to as the country of Biafra. I have very, very important documents from 16-something, which clearly states this, declaring the new Calabar area, Calabar, as the country of Biafra. Later on, when New Calabar became an household name in Europe, there was no need to confuse New Calabar, Calabare, Calabongo, Rio de Rio, etc., Biafra. A nation arose, a state arose in the Cameroons, and the Portuguese named this state Biafra as they borrowed Calabare, and called the Efik state, Old Calabar. The same way they borrowed Biafra from the Calabari people and named a state in an emerging state at that time in the Cameroons. And that's not all. They took this name Biafra and went to Portugal and named a village, an area in Portugal, a community, Biafra. Now, why are we Biafrans? We are Biafrans because, for the first time, Nigeria was created in 1914. We were never consulted. There's a man called Lolugard. his wife, Lady Shaw, in 1914, because the North was poor, the North could not manage itself, the North was a burden, parasitic, as they had always been till today. And therefore, to take money, the colonial office was afraid of spending money on the useless, disease, parasitic North. So it decided to fuse, they call it amalgamation, to bring together the North and the South. And that was how we became one. And then the wife of Lord Lugard called this place the area of the Nigeria. And that's how Nigeria came about. We were never consulted. But the case of Biafra was different. The military governor of the Eastern region, Colonel Odumogu Ojukwu, convocated an Eastern People's Consultative Assembly, and the kings, the political elites, the intelligentsia, the student union, the traders, and all the labor, everybody was given delegates, the delegate slot to be represented at the Eastern Regional Consultative Assembly, where amongst all other names, an Ijaw man, because the name is Ijaw, an Ijaw man, Frank Obigo, one of the finest Ijaw men, the founder of a graduate of Okrika Grammar School, an alumni of Okrika Grammar School, an old boy of Okrika Grammar School, and the founder of the Niger College, where you have the Polytechnic now. It was an abandoned property. So when people talk about abandoned property, they were saying it was only Igbo's property that were taken. Ijaw people who supported Biafra, their properties were also confiscated. That place where the former SBS, School of Basic Studies, was later changed to School of Arts, and now Port Harcourt Polytechnic, was Niger College, owned by Frank Obigo. The Amainabo of Okrika, the Technical School on Aba Road, the GTC Aba Road, Government Technical College Aba Road, was owned by SPU Ogan, who was also an ardent supporter of Biafra, who also had to go on to exile. But let us not digress. And that was how the name Biafra was used to name the new country Biafra. Now, because of the Iziogu's Banjo and Soku, which was not exclusively an Igbo coup, because there were Yorubas in the coup, which led to the killing of mostly corrupt politicians in the north, because most of them were in Kaduna. Most of the principal actors were in Kaduna, and they killed mostly corrupt politicians in the north and in the west. The premier of the western region, Akintola, was killed, and Amadu Bello was also killed, who are before they had gone to prison for corruption. So all these lies are talking about corruption and not being corrupt. He didn't have money, is a lie. He was sent by the Kano Emirate Council to prison when he was at Buzo. When he was at Buzo as district head of Buzo, he was sent to prison for corruption. Go and check your facts. We have them in our hand. We have, that's why we read history, you know. So that was it. So after the coup, and Ironsi took power and mismanaged the power, a pogrom started in the north, and there have been several pogroms in the north. That was not the beginning, but that pogrom, several Easterners were killed, and the Easterners returned. And Ojukwu felt so pained and asked the Easterners what they wanted, and they said they want a country of their own. All the Easterners unanimously decided. My granduncle, the younger brother of my grandmother, King Frederick Prince Amakri VIII, was one of the people in the forefront of the agitation that the people of the East must leave. Funny enough, His Majesty at that time speak more Yoruba than even Kalabari. but His Majesty. So for people to say it was this thing, people genuinely believed in Biafra and they supported Biafra. But several of my uncles supported Biafra. And then the support for Biafra, in the course of it, African leaders showed concern that Nigeria, according to them, was sliding into chaos. And they decided to start various peace processes. There were peace processes that came up in Addis Ababa, the headquarters of the OAU there. There were peace processes started at Kampala, Uganda. But the most exhaustive the most exhaustive of this peace process, the most intense of this peace process started in a town called Aburi in Ghana, where several meetings were held, several peace meetings were held, and at the end of the day, the East insisted that they want to live peacefully. They don't want any war. They did not want anything, and it was agreed. Gowon agreed that, and the Northern delegation agreed that everybody can go their way. So that was the decision that was taken. But sooner had Gowon returned home, that from what we were told later, that the British advised that, if these people go, you people are going to suffer. And immediately Gowon changed and started the process of instigating war against the eastern region that has decided to declare Biafra. Biafra was actually declared on the 30th day of May 1967. So he instigated war. Gowon made a broker that is going to crush Biafra. And so many Yorubas at that time, Justice Kayode Osho of the Western Appeal Court, the VC of UI there, Wole Soyinka, and several others came out against Cross, that Nigeria is a union of the willing and nobody can force anybody to belong. And that was how the program was visited on us, supported by Britain, supported by the Soviet Union, and they came together, even though there was a Cold War. The Cold War did not mean anything for the Soviet Union, Britain, Egypt, and other Arab countries joined together. Egyptian pilots were flying their planes, bombing innocent people like they did in Abonima, with some liars erroneously saying that Abonima, it was Biafrans that had bombed Abonima. It was the Nigerian government sent by Gowon and an Egyptian military plane, an Egyptian pilot that bombed Abonima on 2 occasions that led to the death of so many people. Now, Biafra, having given you the background to which Biafra came, Biafra was a fight for justice, a fight to be free, a fight from being killed by savages in the Gambari North, a fight as we are fighting today. So as Biafrans today, a lot of people have asked me the question, Asari Dokubo, why are you supporting Biafra? I'm not supporting Biafra, I am Biafra. I'm a Biafran. Biafra, first and foremost, is Kalawari. Kalawaris are more Biafrans than any other people. That extends to Jaws. The Jaws are more Biafrans than any other people. Biafra is gotten from us. We are Biafran first before all other people. So nobody is including us. Others are borrowing from us. Others are supporting us to achieve our independence. Now, a lot of allegations have been made that if Biafra comes, the Igbos are going to oppress us, that before they oppress our people, they killed our people. And I ask questions. If we are fighting a war today, and some of our people then go and support other people, what will happen? We will leave them to come and kill us, bring the enemy to come and kill us. Let me just give you an example, just now. There's crisis between Ogbejo and the Ijaw clan and Alaja in a 2 local government area. honorable town. And on mere suspicion, the military that had always taken side against the job people in all conflict with any other people, the military had always taken side with other people against the job people. The military, the Navy, the Nigerian Navy came into Ogbejo and entered the shrine of Igbesu to desecrate the shrine of Igbesu, to burn it down. The people of Ogbejo resisted, and somebody died, and some of them were wearing masks. And because my in-law, Chief Boroputu, works for government, he on mere suspicion that he was the person who was wearing masks, was the person who led the people to come and burn. His house had been burned, attempt to burn the shrine. His house had been burned. He has been declared persona non grata in the whole of Ogbejo. It's an Ogbejo Chief. So if that is happening amongst Ijo, so if we are fighting and somebody wants to jeopardize the future of millions of people because of for whatever reason, and such a person will be allowed, no, it's not going to be possible at all times. It's an enemy within, and it's more dangerous than the enemy outside. And some people have said the Igbos will overrun us, they will do that. That's a big insult. How can you insult me in that way? I am battle tested. I am a John man. And I know what I am. I am Isiwan Anakuye. Ti Nengma Moti Balafama Wananakuye. Yam Napida Menere Fitabem, Ere Dokibo no Merebe Yam, no Marabra Perkuye Tokuye. If you know that, it's the drawn name of my father, you can go and ask. The matriarch of my house, a woman, went to battle and with her bare hand caught an enemy and brought him for the baby festival. A woman. So why should I be afraid? We are mad, we are small, but we are courageous. He just said, Kroyibutu, Tombo Chigeya, Kroyibutu. He just said, Kroyibutu, Tombo Chigeya, Kroyibutu, Tombo Chigeya. Hey, Wamugoroti. Aragafi, Wamukoroti, by hey, Wamugoroti. Okife, Wamukoroti, yo, hey, Wamukoroti. Kanobosa, Wamukoroti, by hey, Wamugoroti. Pujabosa, Wamukoroti, yo, hey, Wamugoroti. Okife, Wamukoroti, by hey, Wamugoroti. Ah, he's on. Yes, he's on Kimemia. So that is it. And if we say that, we are very, very unkind and unfair to ourselves. That means all this ula bula, all this thing is just grandstanding. Karma declaration is grandstanding. If we believe that only Igbos can come into our Biafra, can come and become part of our Biafra and take Biafra from us, and suppress us, and overrun us, and kill us. So why did we go and start Karma declaration and all this thing, deceiving people? That is genocidal deception, because we have led a lot of people to their death for nothing. I believe that as you continue, you ask your question, I believe that as you go, we'll clear all doubt, we'll clear most of these lies. The truth is very clear, that we are more, Biafra will be a land of freedom, a land of equality, a land of justice, and a land of fair play. Thank you.